We are live. We'll put this down real quick. You guys can see me, which is good. Stream's about to start.
We are live.
There we go. What is up, guys? My name is Lloydimus Prime, and welcome to the stream for today. So we pushed the stream today just because yesterday I had to finish some things. Now, you're not seeing that much stuff in the back for certainties. So we're gonna do this. It's a short stream, but mainly it's because we're only talking about a few things that have to do with the story, basically. It's nice to see that you guys are now watching the stream. Hopefully, we'll get more people as I tweet this out and also give them notifications. But we're going to start talking about the stop motion movie that is going to be at least 20 to 25 minutes long. Don't worry about that in the background if you can hear anything. I don't think you guys can. I'm using my new mic, as you can see, which is pretty nice. I like the mic because it works for Xbox and my computer, which is also sweet as hell. So, now I'm going to show you guys a little character. See this guy? It's Lloyd, as you can notice. But why is he holding this? Laval's sword with a green blade and a little handle piece. It's because this character takes place in the show we'll be doing. He takes place as the name Lloydimus Prime, but originally he takes the name of Lloyd Garmadon, or the Green Ninja. In the beginning of the series, he is the Green Ninja, but during the movie, he starts to discover the true knowledge and the true kind of concept of what planet Earth, what Ninjago, what everything is around by. Connor, close the yeah. Mainly, if you guys aren't trying to figure stuff out, this story takes place as a normal day in Ninjago until this guy, who takes the name Megatron from Transformers. In my series, Transformers and Ninjago are interly connected. But what happens is, if this takes place in the Transformers Fall of Cybertron universe and then the regular Ninjago universe, but instead of following the timeline as Lego's going with, we're taking from after what happens in Hands of Time, even though we don't really know what happens in Hands of Time. Let's just say Hands of Time is done for. They do their thing, they win the day as always. Basically, the ninja go as a regular day. They're taking the supersonic raider out, and they're basically trying to hunt down this sort of signal that they found. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is the story? Now, the story is, which I kind of been explaining, it revolves around this little piece right here. This is the crystal of darkness, as I like to call it. In the Earth's core, kind of like what happened takes place in Transformers Prime, Unicron was the very antibody that will really evolved in one spot, and then the Earth kind of connected right onto him, and he became the Earth's core. Well, really, what kind of is going on at the moment is we kind of get a concept of, in the show, during the show, I know for a fact, because I've done this kind of in Galactic Mysteries, Unicron, or as we know as the Overlord in this series, is going to basically come up in the end of Season 1. Season 1 is going to take place of 13 episodes. The movie is not an episode itself, it's more of a prologue episode. So technically, it's not Episode 1, but it's the prologue. It's the beginning of Episode 1, because Episode 1 kind of takes place as an hour long, but we're kind of going from 20 to 30 minutes as the first part, and then the episode itself is probably going to be like 10, like 12 minutes long when we come out with the story, if you guys get enough support and support the whole thing. Now, let's see. So this is basically kind of a Q&A, if you guys knew. I see someone was typing in the chat. Hello, Tonio. I see you. Hello. Backstory on point. This is Tonio from Accelerated Science and Math. I can see you. Huh? Okay, go. You and your nice head. Don't mind that. Thanks, man. What's funny is with this kind of thing, I don't know why, but it turns out that this channel, the only reason I'm going kind of with a Lego type vibe with the channel, besides going to gaming, like the Batman Telltale series I'm doing, haven't released chapter 3 and 4 in a while, but I'm gonna because they got cut. But chapter 5 is going to be out tomorrow because episode 2 is coming out in just a few days. But mainly what I kind of going with the series is basically it starts off regular, normal day, and then it starts to get a twist. And towards the end, basically the heroes are going to have a kind of change. If you watch the Lego Ninjago show on Cartoon Network or wherever you watch it, you're kind of going to get a little like cuz if you see roasted you'll see basically that during the show they've faced many things, many tests. But in my show, they're kind of gonna get a new twist to it. I know. Go. I'm streaming right now. Close the door. Yeah, close the door. You're gonna get exposed. Exposed. I know. Go. You just told me. Don't mind that. You know what's funny is my past few videos. Only reason I've been doing it on Elgato is because there's something wrong with my computer and I gotta fix that because it's been like cutting off some parts. One of my videos that I was doing, chapter 3 and 4 for Batman Telltale, I was gonna release it as all in one because chapter 3 was like super short, but it somehow messed itself up, so I'm gonna have to replay that chapter, possibly. But back to the stop motion series, expose them. Whatever, man. Mainly, what I'm kind of getting at is the characters of the show. They kind of go through a change. They kind of go through a kind of mixture of things. And Lloyd is the main antagonist for the good side, or basically the ninja in this show. While Megatron is basically the main antagonist as the bad guy. But like 20-second delay, but whatever. I know I see it because like I'm looking at this stream right now and I can see my myself already saying what I was saying like before. So it's kind of normal. I'm using Google Streams anyway, so it's gonna be a bit weird. But what's kind of weird is towards my career as a YouTuber, Lego seems to be the only thing that's gotten me this far. Gaming, Grand Theft Auto, Star Wars. The only two things on here that really helps is Star Wars and Lego. Like, I can't show you it. I can tell you though, Tonio, since you're watching the stream, you can even go search this up while you're watching. But I did. If you look at my popular uploads on my channel, you're going to see the Lego Ninjago fan rant. I did a 31-minute rant, and it got me 771 views. Highest video I've done. Because the video before that, the Lego Ninjago 2016 update, which takes place like a year ago, only got me 253 views, and I got a lot of dislikes because I didn't have enough news. I didn't even expect that many views, and I got a lot of dislikes. But Lego Ninjago fan rant, only 4 dislikes and a lot of likes, which is pretty funny because I was writing about a YouTuber who quit YouTube after he got exposed by me and a few other YouTubers. Well, what the Uh-oh. McJuggernuggets, I gotta warn you, man. Like season 1 and 5? Yeah. I remember the OG. Yeah, right? Have you seen just what season 1 and 5? Because 5 was like the end of Possession, and 6 just went out right now and had to do with Skybound, Nauticon stuff. And now we're heading into Day of the Departed, which is a special, 1-day special, I believe, but might be consisting of a few episodes. Has to do with Cole this season. And then Hands of Time takes place with Nia and Kai's parents, which is pretty nice. Maybe not 5 then. Yeah. What's really crazy though is in Hands of Time, there's been these theories saying that and also a bit of a twist saying that we're gonna get the Overlord returning in the series, which is actually really cool because we have not seen the Overlord since Rebooted. maybe 4, the one with the ghost. The ghost season was season 5. 4 was the season with Master Chen and his Anaconda type stuff. Yeah. You know what's funny right now, Tonio? Harley and my group of people were all going to this party later today. That's why I'm doing this stream now, so I don't have to do it later. Him and Garmadon were like doing something. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, something tells me in Day of the Departed we're going to get a little Garmadon type conception, or really we're gonna see him. Which on my fact that's actually pretty nice. Because Garmadon actually was one of my favorite characters. And Day of the Departed kind of shows a little bit of the old enemies, but we never got a Garmadon type enemy. But enemy? Like I think. One second. It's a bit weird right now because I literally just got out of my chair just to go get something. I had the original Fortress. Oh, you did? This. It shows the characters of Day of the Departed. I have the Ultra Stealth Raider. And this set, I haven't reviewed it because, well, I don't really review the Lego sets anymore because they don't really do anything. You can't see it as much, but I will tell you the characters on it. It says in the TV part below that it says you see Cryptor, Pythor, Chen, Semikai, General Kozu, Sensei Yang, and Moro. My friend Jake had that. Who he did? I actually have the set, like, let me see. I have the set right now and already built, and I'm actually using it for the series that I'm going to make. And I'm expecting from you, my YouTubers, my friends, that they will help me develop the series and kind of give me a story to it. Like, for season 1, I'm planning just on Megatron, trying to fight the Decepticons. Season 2 is kind of going to go on with a little plot twist. It's going to get a connection, it's going to lead up to season 3 because season 3 is going to be the main season. It's going to be the best. And here's the reason why. Because season 3 of my show, which will be about, same thing, 10 to, or really just 10 to maybe 20 episodes long, is season 3 is going to be kind of the follow-up season. It's going to be the end of my series. At least this series, because there'll be a next series that I'm thinking of doing next. Because if you think about it, Transformers Prime has 3 seasons, and at the 3rd season, it ended with the end of Megatron and Bumblebee getting his voice box back. But with Ninjago, we're still going because they said that they're planning on going all the way to 2018 with more videos. I mean, more kind of, episodes, I really should say, which is actually pretty weird because we can't really imagine where we're going with that. Mr. Aceredo, he calls me Prime because Harley told him about that. Which is pretty funny though, because that's my YouTube name. And if I were literally with my Xbox One, I can't show you because my computer's facing away from the Xbox One because it's like right next to me. But my name on Xbox is Loyalmus Prime. It's the same thing as it is on YouTube, which is pretty funny. And Harley's literally a friend of mine on Xbox. You know? What's really cool about how Ninjago is going down right now is we're kind of getting a gist of crazy plot twists. And what's really cool is it's kind of funny because if you think about it, I have PS4 and on Xbox One. I'm going to try to get a PS4 for Christmas just because I really want to play Until Dawn, which is one of my favorite games. I've seen it, a few YouTubers play it, and it is really cool, You know what's funny? Is recently the guy who plays Zane, or really voices Zane on the series of Ninjago on TV, he actually had a contest, and I wasn't part of it, obviously, because I'm not a big YouTuber. Not a lot of people know me unless they see my videos. He actually is voicing a few people's Lego Ninjago series, which is really cool. Ooh, Harley's online. Because he doesn't have a Skype, you guys can't hear him, or he can join the Google party, but he doesn't have a computer to do that. So that's actually pretty sad. This is really just a Q&A and like stop motion talking stream, because in this stream we're kind of talking about the series and how it's really going to play out. And mainly what I kind of see of the series is it has this sort of kind of connection, a little twist that's pretty weird if you think about it. And if I see this thing right here, so this is a little mock I built. It's like a base. You got these parts over here, like kind of like if you're doing late night type, I don't know, observing and stuff, and then you got this command center, all that, mainly for the Autobots, because the ninja are no longer ninja in the series. As soon as they get more connected into what's going on in the real life, enough to be stop motion. I know, right? It's enough to be stop motion roasted. Whatever. But it's weird though. Is there the ninja are eventually going to be called Autobots? And the reason for this is because Optimus Prime is in the series, but he kind of is in the prospect of a damaged Autobot. And he concepts the Matrix, which Lloyd eventually has to find in the movie, which I'm making. And the only reason I'm letting you guys see exactly what's going on in the background, like with these characters, and by the way, Zane's an android if you don't remember, not a con over here, is because the show kind of is going to concept of many things, and I'm already done filming half of the movie. The other half, I'm literally making more mocks to fill up, which is pretty nice. And one more thing, because we're going to have to stop the stream in a little bit, but probably 10 minutes from now, what I'm noticing is mainly there's so many things that are going on in this universe. In real life, we already have to deal with many things, right? We all have to deal with stuff. I got to deal with homework. You got to deal with it. We got to deal with freaking Hillary and Clinton and freaking Donald Trump, man. We got to deal with Rekka Rekka. I had a blue Yeti mic. Oh, you do? I'm gonna get like a boom mic, like an actual mic, so I can literally just do this, Which eventually, yeah, that will happen. I know, right? Hate it. I'm looking up some stuff. You know what's weird? Is that explain to me why throughout every TV show in life, I kind of see this concept. If you look at, say, the Bible, good and evil fighting against each other. If you look at Ninjago, good and evil fighting against each other. Transformers, good and evil fighting against each other. It's always that same thing. Star Wars, it's this balance. What I do in my free time is I either play Xbox or I play with these. And what I kind of do is I kind of make this concept. Like originally, I would do these Lego Ninjago battles, or I would do like a battle between Star Wars and Ninjago, kind of connecting, or Marvel, DC connecting to this, Transformers. I always do this kind of connection, and it kind of is really cool because I never really do that. I've never done that. And now that I kind of am, it's pretty nice. What do you think about like Tonio? Give me an idea of, let's just say, like if you can come up with an idea of like say episode 1 of my series, if the movie goes good, what do you think I should start off in episode 1? Like, what do you think I really would start out? And by the way, next week, it's funny because a lot of shows are returning. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is returning. Gotham is returning. Star Wars Rebels is returning. It's like all three. A lot of my favorite shows are returning that week. Robots in Disguise, which is follow-up of Transformers Prime, has already came out. Like, second episodes came out today of season 3, which is really cool. Because I haven't watched it yet, but it's going to come out, like, later today. In Canada. What I'm thinking of episode 1 is I think it's gonna like start off as like a follow up episode. It's like the after effects, basically. I'm not sure what to start off with. Let me think. If I grab the ghost, hopefully I do not drop this. So this is like mainly a ship that we're gonna use. It's Star Wars related, right? But we're kind of gonna use the ship in the series as mainly of a base. Like this is gonna be their first base. I can't build an interior because the ship is like small, so there isn't that much of an interior in it. But technically, I will have some other stuff for it. A lot of the characters have been developed over the series. Garmadon, I'm gonna have a return. I got that set. We do. Garmadon over here has a return in the series, and how I'm gonna bring him in is it's gonna be related with Megatron. There's going to be this machine, which where the heck do I have it? I'm trying to. Never mind. But I have this Dimensions little thing. If you've ever played Lego Dimensions, you know that portal. That's gonna be something in this series. And if you remember the Overlord, he's going to come back, but instead of coming back like say, I'm trying to think. Like possessing someone, he's gonna come back through that portal because he's locked in a dimension. In my series, he every time he dies or gets weakened, he's locked in a certain dimension. He can't escape without a portal or the balance shifting. If you remember from season 2 of Ninjago, which is pretty nice in my opinion. So I'm afraid that Ninjago. I'm afraid that they're kind of going down a dark hill, but also a kind of a light hill. Like, if you know what I mean, is there's many seasons that people hate and like. Rebooted, for instance, was my favorite season out of all of them. Possession was my second favorite. Like the Tournament of Elements season, that was my third. I'd say the first season was my fourth. The second season was my fifth, and my least favorite season, I'd say, is not technically Skybound, but at the same time, it kind of is. You hated Rebooted? The only reason I liked Rebooted is because we kind of got like a futuristic type connection to it. Too long with wit between episodes. That's the one thing I hated about Rebooted stuff. Wait, not wit. Because it took months to release the next 2 episodes. Like, what the heck was that? You literally lost. Ninjago lost a big amount of fans because of that. And look at Chima. Chima did good, and then Teen Titans Go and stuff came on and screwed the whole thing up. And I kind of liked Chima. In my opinion, that was a really good show because Ninjago was done for. But when Ninjago kind of came back, Chima lost a lot of fans. You know? Teen Titans Go freaking sucks, and they're still continuing it. I hated Chima. I only liked for the first season of it, but like, what kind of sucked about Chima was kind of their plot. I get they were building up into the main story that they had, but the people who voiced like Laval and Krieger, it was all like literally they were all whining over. Like for a second there, you hear Krieger whining over freaking his parents going down the hill or going down the gorge of eternal depth, and technically no one dies. I mean, you could die in real life. Yes, you would die, but somehow the gravity broke their fall. I mean, those ice creatures didn't die down there. They just fell down. You know what's funny though is that literally I took the Temple of Fortitude set, the big one that was like $120 and for Rebooted, and I had it for 2 years, and I broke it. I didn't break it, but I actually dismantled it a few days ago just to start building the Autobot base. And this is one of the pieces that's going to be part of the Autobot base, and you'll see it during the show. But let me think. I took Nia over here. I put Captain America's shield on it. I put some swords on the back. And I just made her like this samurai Deadpool type character. Which in the show you'll kind of get the twist, like, because every character has their own type of story in this new show that I'm making. Kai is kind of getting pissed off at Lloyd, and the only reason for that is because Kai has never been used to Lloyd in the show starting to get all like directive and saying you do this, you do that, and like giving them discipline for maybe hurting someone or not following orders. Because as soon as Optimus kind of consumes, or I mean, Lloyd starts to consume the Matrix, Lloyd turns into how Optimus was. He kind of gets this kind of mean, not really laughing, kind of like consuming threat. Do you remember the Sword of Fire? I do remember the Sword of Fire, and that was actually a really cool weapon. I have it somewhere in my collection, but I'm not exactly sure where. And what I kind of did with it is I'd take the sword and I would use it like with Kai in some battles. Like if I, oh, I'm show you. That was my favorite Lego piece ever. I found it. Really like right over there. So here's the Sword of Fire, and this is like the Day of the Departed suit for Kai, which is kind of really cool because it's like a throwback to season one and stuff with the new armor. No, I don't know what to call the brown armor piece. What is it? Wood, rope, like this rope kind of concept. Not exactly what you'd kind of call it, but like literally what I do is like in the beginning of the season they're gonna be wearing these suits, but as soon as Lloydimus is formed, when Lloyd takes the Matrix and becomes Lloydimus Prime, that's when the ninja are going to kind of get hit with the energy of the Matrix and get their own new suits. Because these suits already you can get killed by a Decepticon easy in these suits, very easy. But what they're going to realize is as soon as Lloyd becomes Prime, these suits are going to evolve, kind of transform into a new type of way, a new suit, and the ninja are going to be super strong. The Decepticons are going to get a like real hit, and I'm going to tell you in the end of the movie, and this is not a spoiler, it's kind of a follow up. It's kind of a spoiler. Um, Let me think. Yeah, I'll reveal it. Megatron's going to get hit bad. I'm not going to tell you what what his threat is, what he's going to try to do in the TV and like the YouTube movie, but he is going to try to do something pretty crazy. So that's basically it. Do you have? Because I gotta get ready to go to the party that we're having. But do you have any more questions you want me to answer, Tonio, or really anyone who's watching this stream? So I know a few people are actually watching it right now. I know for a fact as soon as I'm done streaming, that's when everybody else is gonna watch the stream, which kind of sucks though, because I put reminders out, and no one ever does it. Nah, I'm good. Okay, I'm about to do this. I'm gonna get so much hate for everybody who's watching this. But Tonio, guess who I am? With a Suicide Squad. Anyway, you know what's funny is with the Racket, they literally did this. Literally, they're like this. By the way, because you couldn't see my hair, but I literally was doing this. You probably could hear what the frick was that? I don't know, man. My mind just got stuck on the Raka thing. But anyway, I'll see you later, man. And make sure. But I saw some Lego stuff on your video, your like YouTube channel and stuff, and I'm surprised. Uh, You got that's pretty cool. I'll see you later, man. I'm probably gonna do another stream later the week, so hopefully you'll be able to join it. Maybe if you use your computer, I might even just send you an invite to the Google Hangouts, and you can actually join that. You know, like 4 years ago. LOL. Anyway, see you, man. Peace out.